And blessings from the Cole house.
You're so fake.
Welcome to Finally One.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Natasha.
Why you on that today? You fake. What's going on?
I am not fake.
That was fake.
Okay, so it was a little like
that
fake.
was very TV evangelical.
Hey.
TBN-ish. That was fake. Anyway, how you feeling? How you feeling, baby?
I'm good.
You looking good, baby.
Don't start.
You looking good.
I'm feeling good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm with you.
You all chocolate and stuff. What you doing?
I've been out. Been on the road. Been getting to this money. You know what I'm saying?
Get
Everybody
to that money.
mad.
Get to that money.
Everybody
Stop.
mad. No. Yeah, but I'm good. Glad to be home for a day. Leaving again tomorrow. Been on the go. I mean, go, 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 go. But I am grateful for every opportunity. I am grateful for just everything God is doing for us. We just had our grandbaby for a week. How was that?
It was awesome, but it was tiring. I love my grandbaby. He's a handful. He's all over the place. Yes, he's very sweet. Very good baby. Yes, that's what I was going to say. But he's just
a boy.
He's at that age
active.
where he can't sit still. Like he's trying to jump out your arms while you're holding him. Like it's just crazy. But
yeah, he's a boy's boy. He's active. Like he likes to move. He likes to be on the go, and not afraid of anything. Like feels like he can walk, pulling himself up at 8 months, and like if he wants something, he going to get it. He don't care how he get it, and but yeah, it was a blessing. Like it's just a reminder. I posted this today. It's a reminder. Like looking in his eyes is a reminder of the childlike faith our Heavenly Father wants us to have in Him. You know, because he just believes. Like he can't talk. He can't. He can't really do anything. He just believes in whoever's taking care of him.
He talks. He just says "Dada."
Right. You know that he can't really communicate. But yeah, he's a good boy. Man, these lights make it hot. I don't know what's going on.
You just on fire.
Stop it.
Chocolate drop.
Stop it.
Chocolate.
I had something I wanted to like an icebreaker thing. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Talk about Mari. So, what was your funnest part about having Mari with us this past week?
Just the cuddles and just being able to everybody, oh, that's your grandbaby, oh.
So you like that?
Yeah, and I was just excited and grateful that they gave us the opportunity to have him for a week. Like, that was crazy. I liked it, yeah.
Having him for a whole week?
Yeah. If I would have been off the whole week, I would have really enjoyed it, but only had a couple of days off. But I am thankful for his parents allowing us to have him for the whole week.
Yeah, it was a blessing. Like I miss him already.
Me too.
It's different, like having him in the house, and then now he's not here and it's quiet, and it's back to us, empty nesters. I love it. I love being an empty nester. Let's start off with that. What we got? See, now that we empty nesters, we got to do some things. I think we got to put a sign outside that says, "Hey, we're empty nesters. If you did not call before you come, do not just open our door. Anything could be happening, right?"
Stop.
Or you know what I'm saying? Like if you did not call, you make sure. You make sure that you knock or call us first, because we got folks just walking up in the crib. What are you laughing at?
Oh my God!
Right or wrong? Like even the kids. Okay, hold on. I think I found it. Hold on. I'm crazy. Hold on a second. But yeah, you disagree?
No.
Hold on a second. I think that's very important. I remember E.T. the hip hop preacher, right? I remember he talked about that, like when him and his wife became empty nesters, and he was like, boy, my wife, this, and that, right? So I was like, I wonder what that'd be like. It is different. You know, we're freer. Ain't no telling what we be doing or how we, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Getting down as icebreakers. All right. I can't find the one I had.
Well, you done wasted 5 minutes.
We ain't waste nothing. We talking, and they talking with us. We ain't waste nothing. We ain't waste nothing. Okay, dang. I think it was a question. Okay, here it is. I think I'm gonna remember it.
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna remember it. All right. Would you take 10,000, right? Mm. Every second, or 40 million right now? Would you take 10,000 a second, right, forever, or 40 million right now?
And there's no stipulations, no.
No, ain't no nothing. Would you? Is you either or? You can only choose one.
I'm not trying to be greedy, but I want to take the every second.
Okay, why?
Just to I mean, like I have. How much is it? 10?
10,000 a second.
10,000 like that bills. Build it up and keep it and do what you gotta do and give and be a blessing and yeah.
I agree. When I saw it though, I did the calculations, right?
See, I didn't calculate.
I know. I did the calculations because I was like, okay, 10,000 a second. How many seconds are in a day? How much am I going to make a day? And it was like over $4 million a day. So
I mean,
smart. Great answer.
That's
great
crazy.
answer. But some people will take the 40. Y'all let me know which one would you take. But I gave them the answer, so they're going to easily say, I'm going to take the 4 million a day. Stop it. You would have took the 40 million right now. But anyway. All right, so today, it's been going around a lot. I thought it would be cool if we talked about the Nelly and Ashanti getting back together. What's the name of their what's the name of their show and their new show? Hold on a second. So, but starting it off, what do you think about them getting back together?
I think it is amazing, awesome. Like just
We Belong Together. But go ahead.
Just the first episode that we've watched, like how they were young and together, hiding and. You know, and then nobody really knew that they were dating. They broke up for so long. I think, what was it, like 6 years? And then he shows up at a show and she gives him the little pat rub on the back. But yeah, I think it's amazing. Like, it's remind me of us, yeah.
What's up, everybody? I'm Kelly.
And I'm Natasha.
Listen, we are now accepting dates for marriage and relationship workshops, trainings, and panels. What are some of the topics, baby?
Yeah, topics including but not limited to are restoring trust after infidelity, communication, restoring the intimacy, becoming one, how to win in your finances, before you say I do, and are they the one?
Listen, this is perfect for churches. This is perfect for conferences.
Yeah.
This is perfect for marriage and couples ministries. We would love to come visit you and be a part of your next event or your special event. All you need to do to get locked in with us, see if a date is available, send us an email at admin@kellyandnatasha.com or just go to the website kellyandnatasha.com. We would love to be a part of your next event.
Yeah. Can't talk.
Yeah, I agree. One of the interviews that they did, what really reminded me of us is one of the interviews they did, somebody says like, what's something you got to get used to with the new person, right? Mm-hmm. With the new Nelly, with the new Ashanti. And she said, and reminded me of you when she said it, she was like, this Nelly is much more patient. Why you look like that?
Because it does, like, and it's the same for you. You are more patient now. Like before, you used to just flop off at the flop.
You
like,
funny. And she said it like that too. She was like, he used to go to 0 to 1,000 like real quick. And she was like, the temper is still there, but he communicates better. He's more patient. He's this. And I like what he said too. He said he liked the fact that things that were important back then were not deal breakers. Mm-hmm. Like they're not things that are so big now that they've both grown. And I like that they said they hated each other. Neither one of them thought that they would be back at each other.
Right, yeah. And it's kind of like us. Like
I never hated you.
I don't know. With seeing you doing your stuff, I was like growing that hatred because like just seeing you do your stuff.
I get it. I didn't. I honestly didn't think we would ever be back together. I did not think that. But I never hated you. I was never at a period where I hated you, and there was maybe been a brief moment where I didn't like you because I didn't like.
Maybe that's a better word.
I didn't understand. Like I knew you was just. I don't know. It was like this rebelliousness and this, like you just didn't care and you were fed up. Like you were like headed to a place of like total disobedience, not just from like just God. You know what I mean? Like out of His will to rebel. Hold on, can I grab this bill? But yeah, I never hated you, so I can say that.
That's a little strong that I say. I was growing like hatred towards you because I don't know, just seeing the stuff that you were doing and watching you, like it was like this dude.
Right.
But what was I gonna say? I just love the getting back to the show, how. You know, she's had a baby, she's thick, and he's just like, I like the way you look. He's looking at her like nothing's changed. Like they're truly in love and happy and together.
You funny.
What?
What made you think about that? Like, cause I tell you I don't want you to lose weight and I don't care.
Yes, yeah. But I mean, I feel good when I'm smaller and I feel healthier and I feel in shape. Like, but this love, that love weight, like it gets you.
What's the love weight?
Just happy, like you happy and you eat what you want to eat and you eat it, man, eat it. What you want to eat tonight? Skipping exercising. And
no, that ain't on me. Why you skipping exercise?
Cause you don't be doing it. You don't help me. You don't hold me accountable.
Got it. Okay. I'm going to tell you to get your ace up there and exercise.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you to get up there and exercise. I think it's cool. What I would say is, I don't know why this just came to mind. If there's somebody watching and you're thinking about circling the block or you're thinking about getting that old thing back, like, here's something that I noticed from relationships that wasn't good for me. When time went past, right? It amazed me of how much we forget about the bad and only focus on the good. But I think you need to look at the totality of the relationship and the person, right? Because does the good outweigh the bad? And are things that were deal breakers before not so much deal breakers now, right? Mm-hmm. So like for her, in the first marriage, the first time, I wanted her to cook, right? I wanted her to cook. I didn't care what she cooked. It was a way that I wanted to feel loved by her cooking. And so when I was trying to win her back, that was one of the things that she was nervous about. She was like, yo, I don't want to go through that. I don't want to be made to feel, she didn't want that pressure. And I was like, yo, I don't even care about those things. Like, it wasn't even important. What was important to me is that, the peace she gave me, how she loved me unconditionally, how she made me feel, things like that. What was something that, something either you were nervous about other than the cooking, or something that wasn't a deal breaker for you regarding me, or something that you were worried about?
Something I was worried about is you fully changing in your temper and because like we just said, I would do something, I'd look wrong and you would just be mad and go off and...
You look wrong, stop it.
It's just a figure of speech like saying, but I mean, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I looked at that like, is it something else?
Is what? Something else?
That I want to remember, and is this something that I can go back to? But I mean, you changed.
It wasn't
changed.
Yeah, it wasn't. It. I really hate to say it like this because I don't know that people can really understand. This relationship and our first relationship, there is really no comparison. It's like the first one existed, but it really didn't exist because I don't think neither one of us really bought into it because there was so much damage and so much brokenness and so much of us just trying to not only survive, like we were trying to survive separately, we were trying to survive together, we were trying to work through healing together without getting help. It was bad, and there's zero comparison. You agree?
Right, yeah, that's totally, I agree.
Like it doesn't, like I don't have the same woman, she doesn't have the same man. There is no comparison. It's like I can completely, like I don't know how many times I've said this, I enjoy coming home, I enjoy being home, I enjoy it being just me and her. Like I enjoy when we finally lay down and we can have pillow talk and I can mess with her or we can talk about stuff. I feel better just talking to her about certain things that's just on my heart and on my mind. Like I don't have any anxiety about talking to you about anything.
Right. And I enjoy like you said, coming home, but I like, going out and us being together too.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I love coming home to that security, having that security here with me.
Because, for some people, and even me too, back before, I didn't like coming home. I didn't want to come home. I didn't want to, what I'm saying? I felt like we didn't understand each other. You didn't understand me. I felt like we couldn't talk. I felt like you was always trying to catch me doing something but let's be honest.
Thank you.
No, not about you trying to catch me doing something. I never made you feel secure in the first place. Right. So there was no security in the first place.
Because you wasn't being honest and you was out there trying to
Not the whole time. Not the whole time. The whole time?
I'm not saying the whole time. I'm saying you were.
No, there was a period. Well, let me say this. The majority of the time, there was conviction, right? So I was afraid to do a lot of things because of the Lord. Like in the, organization we were a part of at the time made you feel like if you blinked wrong, you were going to hell. Like God was going to strike you down. But as far as like my mental, as far as like my desire, yeah, it was through the roof. It was through the roof. Another thing I love from their first episode is when they was in their bed.
You might be telling all the stuff for the people
they should have watched it right now. They should have watched at least the episode 1. We're not going to talk about the whole series.
But that was crazy. What was the name of, do you remember the name of the mattress place?
I don't. I know he kept calling it an instrument.
Yes.
A sleep instrument.
But the mattresses were so expensive. Like, what's the highest? $300
million? No, he said the highest was $1 million.
But these jokers were like tucking them in. Like they were literally laying in the bed and these people were coming to tuck them in, and she's just like, okay, how much is it? Let's get it. And he's like, oh, heck no.
He was like, get out these people's bed.
No. What did he say he could buy? I could buy
so they first was like in that $76,000 mattress. And he was like, no, get up out these people's stuff, right? And then they laid in a 300 and something thousand. And he was like, I could buy a Lamborghini. He was like, girl, if you don't get up.
But I bet you it felt amazing.
Oh, yeah, guaranteed.
Amazing.
Guaranteed it felt amazing. Here's something, too. This is not a business podcast, but I want to give, if there's business people watching, here's what you got to realize, and this proves my point I share with my students all the time. There is a customer at every price point. There's a customer for that $1 million mattress, right? This place did not look like they were struggling. This place was
No.
in New York. This place was lit up. That people was happy. Everything, and there were people shopping in the store. So this place wasn't struggling, right? They wasn't selling $200 mattresses. They were selling, the lowest one was $25,000, and the most expensive was $1 million, right? So yeah, so I thought
they had
that
to make an
cool.
appointment to even go in. Like you couldn't just walk in there and be like, "Hey, I want to buy a mattress." They had to have an appointment. That's crazy.
That tells you that they got customers.
Yeah.
You got customers. And I love the fact that he, no matter how much money he had, he didn't want to spend that much on a mattress, because he was like, I don't even sleep that much. Like, there's no way I'm going to enjoy a $300,000 mattress.
I could not see myself that
at any point. No, I couldn't do it. I could not spend, even $25,000 on a mattress. The most I would spend, I'll be honest, the most I would spend about $5,000.
I want one of them that like it cools or heats when you're cold or hot, and then like
automatically detects your temperature.
And then it like forms to your body, and
for somebody, if there's a young lady thinking about circling the block and rekindling that old thing, and they don't know if the dude's changed, what advice would you give them? Other than pray, of course. We've told them.
I was gonna say that's the first and most is to pray that you get an answer, and just watch as well as pray. And as we did, we dated, we were friends, and everything was off the table. So I mean, if you're really thinking about it and knowing, if you know that he is wanting to do it, be in it as well, then you pray and seek God and watch and go from there.
Yeah, because you can't really go off of anybody else.
Right.
Like it's possible people can change. You can't really go off of anybody else. Like everybody's story is not the same. So I warn against looking at Nelly Ashanti or looking at us and saying, "Ooh, I can do this," right? Especially if God hasn't told you that.
Right.
If God ain't told you that, you're gonna make a mess. See God in everything you do. Like you're gonna make a mess. But she didn't know she had a completely different man. Like she saw, like while we were, like she said, in the friendship stages we were going through, but now she knows. Like there's no question, especially in how I treat her and how she treats me. It's like it's no question.
Right.
When go ahead.
You know.
When did you know? Like when did you know? Oh no, he's really changed. This other than like when did you know for real?
I don't remember exactly when that clicked. I don't know exactly when, because it was like little things gradually that were coming, and I'm like, oh, so yeah, he is consistent in opening the doors. He is consistent on not raising his voice, or he is consistent on, talking it through. He is consistent on doing Bible study, doing devotional. So like it just gradually just all like piled up and was like, oh, click, there it is.
Dang, it was something you said that I wanted to piggyback on. The consistency. You was like, I am consistent.
Opening up the doors.
What was it? Man, I lost my train of thought.
Devotional.
It was something that I wanted to share, piggyback on, but I wanted to focus on what you were saying. Man, what was it? Maybe it'll come back to me.
Apple brain.
I do.
Apple brain.
I do. That boy is something else. But nah, I love that little dude. I love like the fact that they took their time and they got back together. It was like, she said too that after when he came across the stage at the verses and hugged her, and she said she felt okay. And then she just said they just started. They didn't talk for a long time. Somebody gave him her number, and he reached out. And she just said just feelings just started coming back. And they rekindle. And I think it's a beautiful thing. Like, they both are happy. Hey, do you need help in your marriage? Do you need some guidance? Do you need some tools? Do you need some action plans, some steps to becoming one? Well, great news. We created a course called 7 Steps to Becoming One. How we went from teenage parents to married to divorced and then happily married again, and how we got there. We were able to sit down, record this course, share our personal testimony, right? Give you the tools, all right? Provide a lesson, then give you scripture, give you an exercise and activities to help you become one. It was fun creating this, wasn't it, sweetheart?
It was very fun creating it, yep.
Why should they take our course?
What better way? Like, we've been through one marriage and it didn't work, we divorced, and now we're back together. So why not let us help you? We're back on this journey again. So, like, yeah.
It was fun. It was fun. So we can help you. Real life stuff. This is not, we didn't create this course to make money. We created this course to help people. We didn't want to do it. We didn't want to write the book. We didn't want to create the course. We didn't want to do any of this. We are simply being obedient to the Father. The course is 8 modules, right? 8 weeks. You can get it done in 7 to 8 weeks, right? Depending on how fast you go, right? And you also get a digital workbook with exercises, resources, lessons, and so much more. All right. So listen, go now. To sign up for the course, go to kellyandnatasha.com. Go check it out in our store. Like, I can't describe, somebody asked, like, how did I get you on the board with, this real estate project and stuff? And I was like, man, I really can't describe the place that we're in. Right. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I don't have to convince her to get on board with anything. It's like, hey babe, you want to do this? Or I say, hey babe, this is what I'm thinking about doing, and you be like, let's go. Like, now it's like she be wanting to move faster than me, versus before would be me pulling her. But that was because she had no security. Now it's different because we are secure in each other, and we know it is us, like, no matter what. So I don't feel that like, oh man, what my wife gonna say, or I gotta ask my wife. I already know she with me. She gonna say, go ahead, like, what you waiting on? What you gotta do, or this and that. And that's her. So I would say, man, do the work to giving your wife security and your spouse security, and to get to that place of being one. It's cliche, we talk about being one or finally one because that's the podcast and that's the book, but when you reach that level of intimacy, you ain't got to convince your partner of anything. I remember my thought. Don't make me forget it again. You know I'm Papaw now. No, this is what I wanted to say. And this is to the women, right? Because this is something we've had to work through as well. Once the man has made you feel secure and y'all are locked in as one, don't take correction, right? And get offended by correction. No, get excited by correction. Here's why. Because you two are a team, guess what? All he's doing is giving you the answers or giving you the play. So guess what? That the team can keep winning. Does that make sense? Right? Did I explain that right? Mm-hmm. It's like, don't get offended by if he's like, hey babe, think about this, or this made me feel this way when you do this. Maybe try this, right? Because a lot of times a woman will say, oh, it's your tone or how you say it. Guess what I've discovered? It don't matter how you say it if you're going to take it offended, right? Why you laugh?
Because, I've noticed, like, just some stuff that you say, I'm like, ugh. And you didn't even say it in a bad way. I'm just like, ugh. All right, you said it that, yeah. So
See what I'm saying? So it's so you get the answer so you two can keep winning, right? Because guess what the enemy wants? He wants to crush y'all communication. He wants y'all separate. He don't want y'all locked in. He don't want y'all on one accord. And if you have a husband that's speaking up and giving direction and he's leading and he's correcting in love, right? Man, take that. Be excited about that because that man loves you and he cares about you. He does not want to see you hurt, nor does he want you two separated, right? And we're growing in that. Like she accepts when I say, "Hey, babe, okay, think about this," or well, I didn't quite like that, or this may, you know what I'm saying? Like we communicate, and we communicate so we both get the answers, so we can keep winning, right? That's all I wanted to share, right? Because that's different. Because before I was either blowing up, or I wasn't saying nothing. Because guess what? I wanted her to fail. Right? There's a difference. Talk about it, right? There's a difference. Like, I'm either blowing up, she don't even know why I'm blowing up, or I ain't saying nothing. Which is worse? Yeah, right?
It's right there neck and neck.
But think about that, right? But then you get a man who communicates effectively and communicates in love, and you still don't want to hear it. Come on, you got to think about that. Hey, if this man is taking out the time to communicate to me in love, like you got to hear that, process that, and don't let the enemy trick you into causing division in your household. And that's what's most important. You know? What was you thinking about?
I was just remembering, like, when I get anxious and I like lose something or I can't find something, and you'll just like calm down, just refocus, and like that used to make me like mad, like, no, where is it at? I know I put it here, da 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 da. But you're like, nah, calm down, focus, think about it, and then you're like, here it is. This is where. So that just made me think of that.
For sure. And I have to do the same thing to myself. It's like I have to practice those things. Like we were on the road last week and I lost my beats. They fell on my thing on carpet, so I didn't hear them. So of course I'm praying. I'm going through my phone trying to do the find my earbud thing, and I just sat down and I just prayed, started talking to God. I started retracking my steps. Okay, when was the last time I had them? When was this? When was that? And I sat down, and then these two young guys came over talking to me, two of the camp leaders, and they're asking me questions. And they went through their questions, and they said, I said, hey, let me ask you a question. I said, do y'all got a lost and found here? He was like, I don't know. He was like, maybe, let me go look over here. He looked over there. He said, what did you lose? And I said, my beats, they're in a little black case. And he was like, these? And I was like, yep. I said, that's them. And the girl sitting next to her, she was like, yeah, I found those over there on the carpet. And I was like, all right, cool. But it just takes that. It takes that being, just that time, that pause a lot of the time, so where you're not getting in a frenzy, right, or getting worked up. Last thing, this has been on my heart, but it fits with their Nelly and Ashanti story. The enemy wants us to think or feel like we can miss God or miss something God has for us. And I want to tell you, you can't miss something God has for you. You gonna get it. You can't. Listen to me. I tried everything in the world to miss this. Y'all missing what I'm saying. I tried to mess it up in every way possible, but because God had her for me, there was nothing I could do to mess it up. Now let me see. That's by His grace, though. Everybody is not, don't have that much favor, don't have that favor. So I don't want to act like, okay, listen to me. It's by His grace. I'm no better than anybody else. I am grateful for Him not allowing me to mess things up. I'm grateful that He had mercy on me. When I came back and I rededicated my life, my brother Forgiven preached a message about the blind man screaming out, Son of David, have mercy on me. I was at the altar screaming out, Son of David, have mercy on me. Right? I want to receive my sight, right? Restore me, right? And I said that to say, in the name of like, we belong together, like me and her belong together, and what's meant for you by God, it is yours.
That's what I was going to say. I can truly stand on his word saying, what God has for me, it was for me. Like, I had him, we fell off, and then we got back together, but God knew what was for me and what we had for each other, so.
Yeah, I couldn't picture my life with anybody else. Like, the things in my schedule in my life, like, I could not picture my life. It would be very hard. I would be settling. I said this before, if I was with anybody else. I really would. I would not be happy or in this place of bliss like we are. Because how they say is like, when you know, like I know we belong together. We were meant to be together.
We belong together.
That's all you're going to give them? Sing the whole thing?
No.
Like, just imagine if we couldn't keep our grandbaby together and like you with some dude and I gotta come over here and pick up my grandbaby
or you with some trick.
Yeah, like just think about that.
Be in my grandbaby's face.
All of that. Like it doesn't even, like thinking about that doesn't even feel right. So I am grateful. Don't let the enemy get you worked up. Trust God, pray, stay faithful. And I had this thought too in church today. It's like, you know, coming to God, like me as a father, right? I do my best to come to God in a way that I would want my children to come to me, right? Not like he owes me anything,
right.
Not like I'm entitled to anything, not just in a humble way, asking, you know, forgiveness, asking for his blessing, asking for his favor, asking him to grant me that thing that I long for in humbleness. Like Lord, even if I did mess this up or I'm off track or I did, Lord, forgive me, you know, put me back on track. Will you grant me this thing? Versus, you know, there was a period where I was cocky in my faith, you know, years ago, where I would almost like demand God do things, or I felt entitled to things because your word says this, this, and this, and I did this, 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 and this. When you gonna do your part? And what the enemy wants you to think is that God ain't doing his part. But guess what? In the natural, well, in the spirit, guess what? It's already done.
Right. It may not come when you want it, but it's always on time.
It's already done. We just can't see it, taste it, touch it, and feel it, so we feel like it ain't done. But guess what? In the spirit, it's already done. So you need to already thank him for it.
Hey!
You need to thank him for it. You need to thank him for it right now.
Because he's an on-time God. Yes, he is.
So for the singles that's out there, male or female, thank God for your husband. Thank God for your wife. Begin to
speak that.
Right? Mm-hmm. Begin to work on your communication. Begin to work on your listening. Begin to heal and prepare, because sometimes you're asking for things we're not even room enough to receive. You're not ready to receive.
Not ready.
To be truly, to have true intimacy, guess what? And receive true love, you got to heal. It's scary. Come on, man. It's not. That ain't easy. You think you want something, and true nakedness. Man, listen to me. If you don't heal, you're gonna mess it up because you don't know how to receive it. You don't know how to receive it. You're gonna push it away. You're gonna do more damage than you are good because you hadn't healed. So in this time, right, begin to thank him for your husband, begin to thank him for your wife, and then begin to become a better you for that person, right? Not saying that y'all are not going to grow through things, but you be in the best place that you can be in, right? When he does give them to you.
All right, my bishop, you trying to preach to him?
All right, woman of God. Just trying to help the people. You know what I'm saying? I want to help the people, because at the end of the day, you know, what good are the lessons that we learn in life if we don't share them, if we don't pass them down? Because a lot of the problem in our first marriage was brokenness.
Right.
Just being unhealed. Like being unhealed, being broken and just fighting and clawing and you want this, I want this, and why you ain't doing this, and you want this, and you want. Come on. It was just nothing. What was the point? A bunch of stuff that didn't mean anything. Right? Because whether me and her do anything these days or not, whether we eating Ruth Chris or where we eating Sonic, it don't matter because we're together.
Right.
It's never the, oh my God, it's never no, she don't complain about anything. My baby don't complain about nothing. She don't stress me out. She don't put no pressure, like nothing. We get along. Like, I love it. I don't take it for granted.
Just keep getting my nails and my toes done, please.
Oh my God.
And we're good.
You
Oh, and my hair.
All right. Final words.
But yes, we are trying to just be an example to show you, to help you. I hope this is a blessing for you, that you can learn something. I know we were talking about Ashanti and Nelly on this one, but
that's the basis.
They're married. They're a couple and they are back together. So we were just trying to give examples, but we hope that we are helping you guys. If you have any questions, any concerns, please, let us know. Please share this, like it, heart it, whatever you do on YouTube, wherever, on all social media streams. But yeah, that's my final words today.
Share your thoughts below. We appreciate y'all checking us out. Continue to check us out and make sure you subscribe. If you come across this, you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. Click the button, subscribe, get notified, and keep rocking with us. We thank y'all so much.
Thank you so much
for the ones who's rocking, who's watching, who's liking, who's commenting, and doing all of the things, right? Keep sending your questions. Next episode, man, we got some powerful questions. Like, y'all are, man, thank y'all for trusting us and asking for our opinion on stuff.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. We don't take it lightly. We are praying for you. We're praying for your marriage. We're praying for your husband. We're praying for your wife. We're praying for your children. God said he will increase you more and more, you and your children. I'm declaring that right now over you and us.
Yes.
On that note, I'm going to stop preaching. This is Sunday, huh?
Right.
And I feel like preaching today.
Stop. Love y'all.
Bless y'all. Have a good day.
Hey guys, just wanted to come to you thanking you for checking out the Finally One podcast.
Listen, this is what we need you to do. We need to grow our following. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Make sure you're sharing these episodes. You don't know what couple that they may help. So subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You don't know who you're going to help. And make sure you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Yes, guys. Share. Help us.
Yep. And you don't know who you're going to help. So it's not about us. It's about helping couples, right?
Share. Yeah.
So share, like, subscribe. Help us get our following up.